Hey, Mary. It's Naomi. I've got to stop at the police station on my way to court. Take all my calls for me. Bye-bye. Well, Jake Bonner, my favorite detective. Mind if I join you?
Sure, have a seat.
You seem to have something on your mind, Jake.
Have you ever witnessed something? Traffic accident, whatever. You just glanced at it casually, and later, you wish you'd paid better attention to the details.
I guess so, sure.
Imagine you could go back to that time and place and view it over again, but this time, look at it in greater detail.
Okay.
Now, imagine that you could view it from the other side, from every direction and all angles, and that basically you could view it as many times as you wished.
Okay, but what's this about?
Bear with me here. Now, imagine that you never really needed to see that accident in the first place, that you just needed to know the time and place that it happened.
That's freaky, but okay.
Now, imagine that your name is J. Maxwell Jones, and you're the only person who can do this.
J. Maxwell Jones.
Imagine how every criminal in the world would want you dead.
Jake, does such a person actually exist?
Yeah. Lives and breathes somewhere here in the Tampa Bay area.
So let me get this straight. You want to find this guy.
Wouldn't you if you were me?
Why, Jake? For what purpose?
Isn't that obvious?
It's obvious to me that, shall we say, you would deprive him of his civil rights.
Look, I just want to find him.
Oh, come on, Jake. I know you.
Look, I just want to find him.
Sure. You want him caged up in your crime lab, right? Instant crime solver on tap.
Look, how about I want to find him to save his life?
Let me get this. You'll have the man who knows everything, like God in a bottle, and you want to save him? How do you save God, Jake? So, do you know what this guy looks like?
No good description. He changes appearances often and uses aliases.
I wonder why.
Thanks for your support.
Anytime, but I'm due in court now.
You home and busting your chops again, Jake?
Public defenders. Woman thinks she's God's gift to the ACLU.
I thought I'd let you know. You're gonna find out anyway.
What's that?
It's about your friend, Miss Faisal.
Yeah, Naomi, what about her?
Well, the word at the courthouse is that she sprung Nat Braden.
Blast!
Well, we couldn't have held him for much longer anyway, so.
What I want to know is why, after doing 12 years of hard time, Braden travels halfway across the country to be here.
Well, you could have held him for possession, but then the rookie messed up the Miranda.
Hi there, hon. Usual?
Today, make it a double.
So you had a rough day, huh?
Don't remind me, cops.
What about cops?
They're unbelievable. Some of them don't care about anyone's personal life. This one guy is trying to hunt down some psychic guy who hasn't done anything wrong.
Psychic guy. Well, that's strange. When was that?
Just today.
What time today?
What time? I don't know. What does it matter?
You know, just curious. Helps me visualize your day. You know, like morning, afternoon, that kind of thing.
This afternoon. You know, you're really silly, Pete.
I've been told that. So, what time about?
Oh my God, 2:15. You're out there. Hey, Jake. Hi, guys. What's new?
Hap's bar got robbed last night.
What? Any idea who did it?
Whoever it was got thirsty and left an empty Coke can. The cops took it for evidence. I'll be back tomorrow.
By the way, Hap, I have some personal business to take care of out of town. Can I get a couple days off?
Yeah, that'll be okay. We can cover it, right, Lola?
Sure, we can. So, let me get this straight. Hap, you got robbed, and you're going out of town.
It wasn't so funny this morning. Whoever broke in took 8 cases of my best liquor.
So what's your story? Where are you going?
Oh, it's nothing. Something came up unexpectedly.
Anything serious?
No biggie. You happen to know about what time the break-in occurred?
Probably close to closing. About 3 o'clock would be my best guess.
Hap, on that break-in, maybe you should check out your whole crew. You know, everyone who works for you.
Yeah, but who?
Hi there, hon.
Boy, it's good to see you.
Missed me that much, huh?
No, I just really need a drink.
Well, that's why I'm here. Usual?
So how was your trip?
Oh, fine.
No problem?
No problem.
My, aren't you mysterious?
Don't mean to be. It's nothing, really.
Pete, I'm glad you're back.
Say, Hap.
Good help is hard to find, but thanks to you, we have Pete here.
Any excitement while I was gone?
No break-ins, if that's what you need. The cops came again, and we tracked down the guilty party.
Oh?
Yeah, and you were right, Pete. It was one of our own guys.
Go, Pete!
You remember that empty Coke can? Well, if you hadn't mentioned our own guys, I never would have thought of this. I watched them when they were on break, what they were drinking and soft drinks. and I carefully picked the cans out of the trash and gave them to the police. One of the prints matched the Coke can. Bingo!
Wow, that's shrewd, Hap.
I thought so. They went to the guy's apartment and found cases of my liquor. It was that kid,
Jenkins?
Jenkins. Yeah, hey, how'd you know Jenkins?
Lucky guess.
Wow, Pete, you are in the wrong job.
You guys take care of my place. I gotta get to the bank.
Anything else you want?
Yeah. Sure, get these filed for me.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, I got something you might be interested in. You know that break-in at Hap's Bar and Grill? When we ran the fingerprints, we came up with one that appears to belong to a certain Jones.
Jones? Jones?
J. Maxwell Jones, alias Mark Davis, alias Howard Clark, alias... Found him all over the place. Like he works there or something.
Can I help you?
Is your manager around?
Yeah, I'll go get him. Miss Feisel's here. Do you want to see her?
Yeah, send her in.
Miss Feisel, I'll see you now.
What's with the urgent message, Jake?
Have a seat, Naomi. Please.
How can you say that? Why do you keep this up? Why can't you just leave him alone?
Face it, Naomi, he's been using you. Don't you see? During the day, you're with police. Then you go home and you're with him. I'll bet he's always asking you what you've been doing, where and when things happen. He uses your every move to keep track of us.
How can you know that?
I had a talk with Hap. He said that's what your guy does, like who came in today, what time was the place broken into, every little thing.
Pete knew who stole the stuff.
Yeah, and if it weren't for people like you, he wouldn't have been able to evade us for so long.
Evade you? He's not even for God's sake.
Well, how did she take it?
Not very well.
What are we going to do?
I think we ought to follow her.
Okay.
Go get a car out of the drug impound.
All right.
Hey, you better close in. We're going to lose her. Did you see which way she went?
I think we lost her.
I think I know where she may be going.
Happy hunting, Jake.
Naomi!
So tell me, you've been using me.
No, not intentionally.
What then? What did you intend?
I intended to love you. And I do. When I first met you, I felt something. Something really good. You looked perfect to me. I didn't know...
You didn't know what?
I didn't know what your job was, what people you knew, anything. And when I found out, it just seemed more perfect than ever.
Perfect enough you could use me.
You've heard of serendipity? Like coincidences when things turn out better than you expected. Don't you think that applies to relationships too? Two people can love each other, but there are other benefits that come along with it.
So I'm just a benefit to you.
You are not listening.
Oh, I hear you.
No, you don't. You only hear what...
What?
Some people think that fate is what happens to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I think that it's what you do about it, when there's something you can do, like what I'm able to do. What other choices did I have in my situation?
You could have told me.
I could have, but I found that people freak out when they know about me. Some people think I have the devil in me.
Do you?
What do you think? What is wrong with you?
I don't think you have the devil in you. I think if you're a good person and you do good things with that thing you do, then you have a part of God in you. But somehow that's just as scary.
I'm not that religious, so I don't know about the God stuff, but you shouldn't be afraid of me.
That detective said that criminals would want to kill you if you worked for the police. Do you think so?
I'm pretty sure of that. I did help the police a couple of times, and I ended up getting death threats.
Isn't that Braden's car over there?
Yeah, I think it is.
In a way, I'm not unique.
What do you mean?
The police don't mean me any harm. They may really want to protect me, but they can't. Forever. It's like some parents I know. They try to protect their kids, but too much, from everything. And they practically lock them away.
Like the police would do to you.
Pretty much. When they find out about me, what I can do, it's like when a movie studio discovers their new star. That person's life is no longer theirs. Like they're public domain, they're fair game for everyone.
Like the paparazzi.
Well, the difference is the paparazzi don't try to kill them on purpose. All I can tell you is, when I was 19 or 20, I was discovered by the police, and I've been running ever since.
So what are you going to do now? Drive off into the sunset?
Or I could just sit right here and wait for them.
What are you going to do about Jones?
What can I do? What could I ever do?
You know what?
What?
Some of the people I've defended in my job, I did my best to protect them, and they didn't even deserve it.
There's something I'm wondering.
What?
How did you know where to find me? You psychic or something?
I didn't. I was being trailed by some persistent cop, probably Jake Bonner or something, and I was trying to shake him. You know, I was running from the police just like you were. And we both ran here, the place where we first met.
Good afternoon.
It's you.
Yeah, I want to thank you, Miss Faisal, for all the help you've given me. Unfortunately, I can't return the favor. And I don't think you should be standing too close to your boyfriend. Remember me, psychic boy? Maybe I should thank you too, for the long vacation. 12 years? Here's my thank you.
On your knees, buddy.
You shouldn't park in a handicap spot, Braden. You two okay? You remember Miranda, right, Braden? Miss Faisal here as a witness to make sure it's done properly this time.
You have a right to be silent. Anything you say or do can be held against you in the court of law.
Well, Naomi, guess we'll be seeing each other back at the office. Mr. Pete Loomis, I presume. It's good to finally meet you.